The room erupted in laughter, glasses clinking, voices overlapping in a warm, celebratory hum, until her words sliced through like a blade. This marriage was a waste of time. I'm upgrading, my wife Clara declared, her voice sharp with a confidence I didn't recognize. The crowd cheered, thinking it was a joke, but my chest tightened as her eyes locked onto mine, cold and unyielding. In that moment I knew. This wasn't a punchline. It was the end. I stood frozen in our crowded living room. The anniversary party we'd spent weeks planning, now a cruel stage for my unraveling. 10 years. 10 years of shared mornings, quiet compromises, and promises whispered in the dark. Clara's smile, once my anchor, now felt like a stranger's. The weight of her words pressed against my ribs, each syllable a hammer against the fragile trust we'd built. How had I missed this? How had I not seen her slipping away? The party carried on, oblivious. Our friends, neighbors, and co-workers swirled around us, their laughter a distant echo. I forced a smile, my face a mask as I nodded at someone's joke about upgrading to a better spouse. Clara, radiant in her emerald dress, moved through the crowd with ease, her laughter bright but hollow to my ears. I watched her, searching for the woman I'd married, the one who'd cried with me when we lost our first pregnancy, who'd stayed up late mapping out our dreams over cheap wine. That woman was gone, replaced by someone who could deliver a line like that and mean it. I slipped into the kitchen, needing air, needing space. The counter was littered with half-empty wine bottles and trays of hors d'oeuvres, remnants of a night meant to celebrate us. My hands trembled as I gripped the edge of the sink, staring at the drain as if it could swallow the ache in my chest. We'd been happy, hadn't we? Or had I been blind, weaving a story of love while she'd been rewriting our ending? Mark, you okay? It was Tom, my oldest friend, his brow furrowed as he leaned against the doorway. His presence grounded me, but it also sharpened the sting of Clara's words. If she could say that in front of everyone, what had she been saying behind my back? Yeah, I lied, my voice rough. Just needed a breather. He didn't buy it. What was that about? Clara's upgrading line? She's just messing around, right? I wanted to believe it. I wanted to laugh it off, chalk it up to her sharp wit. But the way her eyes had held mine, unapologetic, almost daring me to react, told a different story. I don't know, I admitted, my voice barely above a whisper. I don't know what's going on with her anymore. Tom clapped a hand on my shoulder, his silence louder than any reassurance. I excused myself, mumbling something about checking on the guests, but really, I was chasing answers. I moved through the house, past the framed photos of our life together. Our wedding, our trip to Maine, her laughing in my old college sweatshirt. Each image felt like a lie now, a curated fiction. In the hallway, I overheard her voice, low and conspiratorial, coming from our bedroom. The door was cracked, and I froze, my heart pounding as I leaned closer. It's done, she was saying, her tone clipped. I told him tonight, in front of everyone. No going back now. My stomach lurched. Who was she talking to? I pushed the door open, and there she was, phone pressed to her ear, her back to me. She didn't notice me at first, but when she turned, her face didn't falter. No guilt, no surprise. Just a calm, calculated resolve. Clara, I said, my voice breaking. Who's that? She ended the call without a word, slipping the phone into her pocket. You weren't supposed to hear that, she said, not an apology but a statement, as if I'd intruded on her plan. What's going on? I demanded, stepping closer. The space between us felt like a chasm. What did you mean out there? Upgrading? Is this some kind of game to you? Her lips pressed into a thin line, and for a moment, I saw a flicker of something, regret, maybe? But it vanished as quickly as it came. Mark, I'm done pretending, she said. This us, it's not enough anymore. I've been trying to tell you for months, but you don't listen. You never listen. Her words hit like a physical blow. Months. I racked my brain, searching for signs I'd missed. The late nights at work, the cryptic texts she'd dismiss as nothing, the way she'd stopped reaching for my hand. Had I been so wrapped up in our routine, our comfortable, predictable life, that I'd ignored her pulling away? Pretending? I echoed, my voice rising. Clara, we built a life together. We have a home, a history. You can't just throw that away. I'm not throwing it away, she snapped, her eyes flashing. I'm choosing something better. Someone who sees me, who gets me. Not this stagnation. The word someone stopped me cold. My knees buckled, and I leaned against the wall, the air too thick to breathe. There's someone else, I said. Not a question but a realization. The pieces clicked into place. Her distance, her sharpness, the phone call. Who is he? She didn't answer, but her silence was deafening. The room spun, the walls closing in as the truth settled over me like ash. She wasn't just leaving me. She'd already left, long before tonight's cruel announcement. Say it, I demanded, my voice raw. Tell me who. Does it matter? She said, her tone softening but not enough to bridge the gap between us. It's not about him. It's about me. I'm not happy, Mark. I haven't been for a long time. I wanted to scream, to shake her, to demand how she could dismantle our life so casually. But all I could do was stand there, my heart fracturing with every word. You could have talked to me, I said, my voice barely holding together. We could have fixed this. Her laugh was bitter, cutting. You think this is fixable? You think a few talks would change how I feel? I'm done settling, Mark. I want more. The party's noise filtered through the door, laughter, music, the clink of glasses. Our life still playing out in the next room, oblivious to its own collapse. I thought of the guests, their cheers at her joke, unaware they were applauding my heartbreak. I thought of the years I'd poured into us, the dreams I'd tethered to her. All of it wasted. I loved you, I said, the past tense slipping out before I could stop it. It felt final, like signing a death certificate. Her eyes softened for a moment, but she didn't speak. She didn't need to. Her choice was clear. I turned and walked out, past the photos, past the guests, past the life we'd built. The night air hit me like a slap as I stepped outside, the stars indifferent above. I didn't know where I was going, only that I couldn't stay in a house that no longer felt like home. Behind me, the party continued, the cheers fading into a distant hum. But in my chest, the silence was louder. A hollow space where trust used to live.